Today, let's speak to something profound, something deeply woven into the fabric of who we are, the collective expression of His essence. Each one of us, every individual in this room, is a unique expression, a piece of the masterpiece. Together, we form something mighty, something powerful, something that transcends the limits of individuality. You see, when you embrace the fullness of who you are, when you walk in your gifts, stand in your truth, live with purpose, you're not just being yourself. No, you're reflecting something far greater. You're showing the world an aspect of the Creator that only you can reveal. Each of us is a living, breathing expression of His essence, and when we come together, we become a symphony of His purpose, His power, His love. Unity in diversity speaks to a profound truth about the power we unlock when we come together with our unique gifts and perspectives. Embracing each other's differences as vital parts of a greater whole. Imagine a tapestry woven with threads of all colors and textures alone. Each thread might seem insignificant, but when united, they create something breathtaking. That tapestry represents the beauty of diversity working in harmony. And just like this, when we bring our unique qualities together in unity, we form something far greater than the sum of our parts. This collective unity is an expression of the Creator's essence, a testament to the beauty of diversity and the power it holds when bound together by a shared purpose. Every person is a reflection of a particular facet of a much larger plan. Each of us has been blessed with specific talents, abilities, and perspectives that make us who we are. Yet none of us are complete on our own. No matter how gifted or accomplished we may be individually, we were designed to complement each other. Each skill, each strength, each perspective we bring is a piece of a larger puzzle. Alone, the puzzle is incomplete. But when we come together and allow ourselves to contribute our unique piece, we create something meaningful, a picture so intricate and profound that it could not exist without each part coming together in perfect unity. In embracing unity, we acknowledge that diversity isn't a barrier, it's a bridge. Differences in thought, background, experience, and perspective should not divide us. They should inspire us, challenge us, and drive us toward a higher level of understanding. By valuing what each person brings to the table, we honor not only the individuals, but also the Creator who designed each of us with purpose. It is easy to celebrate those who are like us, those who reflect our own strengths and perspectives. But it takes wisdom and humility to honor those who are different, to see the value in those whose gifts or outlooks may challenge our own. This is the essence of unity and diversity, finding strength and beauty not in sameness, but in the unique contributions each person brings. True unity and diversity also requires sacrifice. It calls us to set aside ego and pride, to let go of the need to always be right or to always be the best. It asks us to look beyond our own interests and to consider the greater good, the shared vision that we can only achieve together. When we are willing to do this, something amazing happens. We move from being mere individuals to becoming a force that transcends individual limitations. Our diversity becomes our power, our strength, our ability to reach farther, to accomplish more, to build something lasting and impactful. This collective strength is a reflection of His essence, a demonstration of what is possible when we work together, when we love, respect, and honor each other despite our differences. Unity and diversity is not merely an idealistic vision, it is a practical necessity. The challenges we face today are too great, too complex to be solved by any one person or even one group. Whether in communities, workplaces, families, or any other setting, we need the diversity of skills, experiences, and insights that each person brings. Each person's unique contribution is like a key that unlocks a new possibility, a new approach, a new understanding. In this way, our diversity is not only beautiful, it is essential. When we come together with mutual respect, working toward a common goal, we become a living expression of the essence of unity, a powerful testament to the Creator's design. In a world that often values competition over collaboration, the idea of unity and diversity is revolutionary. It's a call to rise above the mindset of division and scarcity and to embrace a mindset of abundance, where each person's success contributes to the success of all. This is the power of unity and diversity. It turns competition into cooperation, rivalry into partnership, and individualism into a collective purpose. As we walk in this understanding, as we honor each other's uniqueness, we create a space where everyone can flourish, where each person's gifts are celebrated, where everyone has a place, and where together we reflect a higher purpose. In the end, unity and diversity is about embodying a larger vision, one that transcends personal agendas and speaks to a greater calling. We are each a reflection of a creator who values uniqueness and cherishes unity. By living this way, by coming together and embracing each other's differences, we form a powerful collective. We become a true expression of his essence, a beacon of what it means to live in harmony, purpose, and love. Purposeful living is an invitation to step beyond the surface of everyday existence and into a life that resonates with meaning and intention. To live purposefully is to recognize that each of us is here for a reason, that we are part of a grand design, and that our actions contribute to something far greater than ourselves. It's about more than just going through the motions or surviving from day to day. Purposeful living is a commitment to understanding why we are here and embracing that calling with our whole heart. It's about living a life that isn't just successful in a worldly sense, but meaningful and impactful, both for ourselves and for the world around us. Purpose is not a luxury, it's a necessity. Without it, life feels shallow, unanchored, and incomplete. When we lack purpose, we find ourselves searching for meaning in temporary things, filling our lives with distractions or routines that may ease our restlessness, but ultimately leave us feeling empty. Yet, when we live with purpose, everything changes. Purpose transforms ordinary moments into opportunities, giving us the courage to face challenges with resilience and joy, knowing that our lives contribute to something larger than ourselves. Living with purpose is a way of aligning our daily actions with a greater vision. It's what gives us the strength to persevere, even when life is hard, even when the road is long, because we know we are walking towards something that matters. Each of us holds a unique purpose, a role that only we can fulfill. Our purpose is often linked to our deepest passions, our talents, and the things that set our soul on fire. It may take time, reflection, and even struggle to uncover, but discovering our purpose is one of the most important journeys we can take. When we find that purpose, we realize that we have something to give to the world, a unique contribution that no one else can make. Our purpose becomes a source of strength, a guide that directs our decisions and helps us navigate life's challenges with confidence. We begin to understand that we are not here by accident, but are part of a divine plan, and that our purpose is woven into the very fabric of who we are. Purposeful living requires intentionality. It means that we don't simply react to life, we shape it. Instead of letting circumstances control us, we let our purpose lead us. This may require sacrifices and may involve saying no to certain paths that don't align with our vision. It means making choices that honor our values, that nurture our spirit, and that move us closer to fulfilling our purpose. Purposeful living is about more than just achieving goals or acquiring success. It's about creating a life that reflects our highest values, a life that is a testament to the things we believe in. When we live purposefully, our actions become an expression of our heart, a statement of what truly matters to us. Living with purpose doesn't just benefit us as individuals, it benefits everyone around us. When we align our lives with our purpose, we become more compassionate, more generous, and more connected to others. Our purpose isn't meant to be kept to ourselves, it's meant to be shared, to bless and uplift others. Purposeful living allows us to bring hope, joy, and healing to the people around us, creating a ripple effect of positivity and love. Our purpose becomes a source of inspiration, not only for ourselves, but for everyone we encounter. We become a light in the world, a reflection of something higher, something pure and beautiful. Purposeful living also gives us a legacy, something that will endure beyond our lifetime. When we live with purpose, we are creating a story that future generations can look to, a story that speaks of resilience, courage, and integrity. Our purpose becomes a gift to the world, something that will continue to impact others even after we're gone. Purposeful living is a way of planting seeds that will bear fruit long after we are no longer here. It is about leaving behind a legacy that speaks to the essence of who we were, a legacy that reflects our deepest values and beliefs. At the heart of purposeful living is a willingness to be true to ourselves and to the calling within us. It's a commitment to live authentically, to let go of the expectations and pressures that try to shape us into someone we're not. When we live with purpose, we embrace the fullness of who we are, the unique gifts and passions that were placed within us for a reason. We stop trying to be something we're not, and we start living in alignment with the purpose that was placed within us from the beginning. Purposeful living is a journey, not a destination. It's a daily commitment to live with meaning and intention, to make choices that honor our values, and to pursue a life that reflects our deepest beliefs. When we live this way, we become part of a greater plan, a collective expression of His essence. We become vessels of hope, love, and purpose, shining brightly in a world that desperately needs light. In living purposefully, we fulfill our destiny and we become a testament to the Creator's design, a living reflection of the divine purpose placed within us. Authentic self-expression is about embracing who we are at our core and letting that truth shine in everything we do. It means living openly, with courage, without hiding, without pretending to be something we're not. So often, society pressures us to conform, to fit neatly into boxes, to put on a mask that aligns with what others expect of us. But authentic self-expression calls us to step away from those masks and live as the person we were truly meant to be. It's a powerful journey of self-discovery, one where we find ourselves peeling away the layers of who the world has told us to be so we can step into the fullness of who we are. Living authentically is a gift not only to ourselves but to the world, because when we live from a place of authenticity, we are honoring the unique essence that the Creator placed within us. Being true to ourselves takes courage. It requires a willingness to stand firm in our values, our beliefs, and our unique personality traits, even when those might set us apart from others. Authentic self-expression asks us to release the need for approval, the fear of rejection, and the pressure to fit in, instead choosing to embrace the things that make us different. This isn't an easy path to walk because it can sometimes mean facing criticism, standing alone, or being misunderstood. Yet there is an undeniable strength that comes from living authentically, from knowing that we are living a life that reflects our truest selves, not a version crafted to meet someone else's expectations. When we express ourselves authentically, we are tapping into a divine part of us. Each of us has been crafted with unique talents, perspectives, and traits that were placed within us for a reason. Our unique combination of gifts and quirks is not a coincidence, it is part of a purposeful design. Authentic self-expression is a way of honoring that design, of saying yes to the person we were created to be. It's about understanding that our individuality is not a flaw, but a strength. Our differences, our passions, our dreams, they are all reflections of the Creator's essence within us. When we allow ourselves to live and express who we are reflecting a piece of that essence in a way that only we can. Living authentically also means allowing ourselves to be vulnerable. It requires an openness to share not only our strengths and successes, but also our weaknesses and failures. Authentic self-expression isn't about presenting a polished, perfect version of ourselves. It's about being real, honest, and open. It's about being willing to say, this is who I am, flaws and all, and knowing that this authenticity is enough. In a world that often values perfection and puts pressure on people to hide their imperfections, vulnerability is a radical act. Yet it is through vulnerability that we create true connections with others. When we allow ourselves to be seen as we are, we invite others to do the same, creating a space where authenticity, honesty, and acceptance can thrive. One of the greatest gifts of authentic self-expression is that it inspires others to live authentically too. When we see someone else living boldly and openly as themselves, it gives us permission to do the same. We realize that we don't have to hide, that we don't have to shrink ourselves to be accepted. Instead, we are reminded that we are enough just as we are. Our authenticity becomes a light, a guide, a beacon for others to follow. In this way, living authentically isn't just about us, it's about creating a ripple effect that encourages others to step into their own truth. Authentic self-expression brings freedom. When we are no longer bound by the need to please others or conform, we experience a profound sense of liberation. We find that we are free to pursue the things that genuinely bring us joy, to make choices that align with our values, to live in a way that feels true to who we are. This freedom allows us to create a life that is meaningful and fulfilling. Instead of constantly striving to meet external expectations, we begin to live in alignment with our inner truth. Our lives become a reflection of our deepest passions and values, and we are able to live each day with a sense of purpose and joy that comes from being true to ourselves. Ultimately, authentic self-expression is a journey, a continuous process of growing, learning, and evolving. It's about embracing both the beauty and the messiness of who we are, accepting that we are always a work in progress. There will be days when authenticity comes easily and days when it feels challenging, but each step we take toward living authentically is a step toward becoming the person we were created to be. By choosing authenticity, we are choosing to live in harmony with ourselves and to reflect the essence of who we are meant to be. It is through this commitment to authentic self-expression that we find peace, purpose, and fulfillment, allowing us to make a meaningful impact on the world around us. In living authentically, we honor the unique essence within us and contribute to the world in a way that only we can. The power of contribution is one of the most profound aspects of purposeful living, as it reminds us that our lives are meant for more than just accumulating experiences or achievements for ourselves. So, true fulfillment comes not from what we can get, but from what we can give. Contribution is the act of offering our time, resources, talents, and energy to make a difference in the lives of others. It's a principle that's woven into the fabric of life. We are designed to be interconnected, to build each other up, to share our strengths so that together we are stronger. When we contribute, we tap into something deeper within ourselves, something that brings genuine joy, satisfaction, and a sense of purpose that is hard to find through any other means. Contribution isn't about grand gestures or extravagant acts. It's often about the small, consistent ways in which we can make a positive impact. Sometimes the most powerful contributions are the simplest: a kind word, a listening ear, a helping hand when someone is struggling. Each act, no matter how small, holds the potential to lift another person's spirit, to remind them they are not alone, to make their burden a little lighter. The beauty of contribution is that it has a ripple effect. When we contribute to someone's life, that act of kindness or generosity often inspires them to pay it forward, creating a chain of positive impact that reaches far beyond what we could accomplish on our own. When we contribute, we break free from the limitations of self-centered living. We shift from asking, what can I get, to what can I give? This shift is transformative. It expands our perspective, allowing us to see beyond our own needs and desires. We begin to notice the needs of others, to see the challenges they face, and to recognize the ways we can use our own resources and strengths to help. This mindset of contribution helps us find deeper connections with others as we come to understand that life is richer when it's shared. Rather than focusing solely on our own ambitions, we find joy in lifting others up and being a part of something greater than ourselves. Contributing to the well-being of others also has a profound effect on our own mental and emotional health. Studies have shown that people who engage in acts of giving, whether through volunteer work, donations, or simply helping a friend, report higher levels of happiness, reduced stress, and a greater sense of fulfillment. This is because at a fundamental, we are wired to help one another. Our brains release endorphins and other feel-good chemicals when we do something kind or generous. When we give, we are not only making a positive impact on others, but also nourishing our own souls, aligning with a natural rhythm that brings us closer to our true essence. Contribution is also a way of honoring the unique gifts we have been given. Each of us has talents, abilities, and strengths that are uniquely ours. These gifts are not meant to be kept hidden or used only for our personal gain. They are meant to be shared. When we contribute our talents to benefit others, we honor the Creator who gave them to us. We acknowledge that our lives have value, that our gifts have purpose, and that we are here to make a meaningful difference. By using our talents to contribute to others, we find a sense of purpose and direction, knowing that our efforts are part of a bigger picture, part of a plan that extends beyond our individual lives. Living a life of contribution requires us to embrace a spirit of humility and gratitude. It is the recognition that we are all interconnected, that our lives are enriched by the others. Contribution reminds us that we are not self-made. We are the result of the support, guidance, and kindness of those who came before us and those around us. This awareness fosters gratitude, helping us to appreciate the ways in which we have been supported and inspired to be our best selves. In turn, this gratitude motivates us to give back, to contribute to others in the same way that others have contributed to us. One of the most powerful aspects of contribution is the legacy it leaves behind. The lives we touch, the impact we make, the kindness we show, these are the things that live on long after we are gone. When we live a life of contribution, we leave behind a legacy that is far more meaningful than any material success or accolade. Our contributions become part of a story that continues to unfold, part of a chain of positive impact that reaches far into the future. Through our acts of giving, we plant seeds that will grow and flourish in ways we may never fully see, yet we know that they will continue to bring goodness into the world. In a world that often prioritizes individual achievement and success, the power of contribution is a reminder of what truly matters. It's about understanding that our lives are most meaningful when they are lived in service to others, when we are willing to give of ourselves to make a difference. Contribution is a way of saying, I am here to help, to uplift, to support, to inspire. When we live this way, we don't just find purpose for ourselves, we become a source of hope, strength, and light for others. This is the essence of true fulfillment, a life of meaningful impact rooted in the power of contribution. Through each act of giving, we reflect the Creator's love and purpose, becoming vessels of grace, compassion, and generosity that the world so deeply needs. Embracing growth is the journey of continuously expanding, learning, and evolving into the person we were meant to be. Life at its core is a process of growth. It's about taking each experience, each challenge, and each triumph as a stepping stone toward becoming a fuller, richer version of ourselves. Growth requires us to look beyond where we are right now and see the potential that lies within us. It asks us to push past our comfort zones, to stretch ourselves in ways that may feel challenging, but ultimately lead to our greatest breakthroughs. Embracing growth means seeing every moment as an opportunity to become wiser, stronger, and more compassionate. It's a commitment to lifelong learning and transformation, a promise to ourselves that we will continue to strive toward our highest potential. Growth is not always a comfortable process. In fact, true growth often requires us to confront our fears, our limitations, and even our own self-doubt. It's easy to remain in the comfort of what is familiar, where everything feels safe and predictable. But staying in that place also means staying small, living within the boundaries of what we already know and believe. Embracing growth asks us to step out of that comfort zone, to take risks, and to be willing to make mistakes. It's about having the courage to try new things, to explore new ideas, and to challenge the beliefs and habits that may be holding us back. Growth often involves failure, but it is through these failures that we learn our greatest lessons. Each setback, each obstacle is a chance to learn something valuable about ourselves, about resilience, and about the strength we didn't know we had. The path of growth is also a path of self-awareness. To truly grow, we must be willing to look within, to examine our thoughts, actions, and motivations honestly. This kind of self-reflection requires humility and honesty, the willingness to admit where we have room for improvement and the openness to change. Growth is about recognizing our strengths and weaknesses, understanding our triggers and blind spots, and using that knowledge to make better choices. It's about becoming aware of the ways in which we may be limiting ourselves and then taking deliberate steps to overcome those limitations. Embracing growth means owning our journey, taking responsibility for our development, and committing to becoming the best version of ourselves. One of the most powerful aspects of growth is that it's contagious. When we commit to our own growth, we inspire others to do the same. Our journey of self-improvement becomes a beacon of possibility for those around us. By embracing growth, we show others that change is possible, that we don't have to be defined by our past, our circumstances, or our limitations. Our growth becomes an invitation for others to step into their own potential. In this way, our personal growth is not just for ourselves, it has a ripple effect, impacting our relationships, our communities, and even the world around us. When we grow, we create space for others to grow alongside us, fostering an environment where everyone is encouraged to reach their highest potential. Growth is also deeply connected to resilience. Life will inevitably bring challenges, setbacks, and hardships. But when we have embraced a mindset of growth, we see these challenges as opportunities rather than obstacles. We understand that each difficulty we face has something to teach us, that every hardship holds a lesson that can help us become stronger. Growth gives us the resilience to keep going, to rise above adversity, and to use our experiences to fuel our progress. Rather than being defeated by life's challenges, we become empowered by them. We learn to view obstacles as stepping stones, as necessary parts of the journey that lead us closer to who we are meant to be. Embracing growth also means staying curious and open to learning. Life is full of possibilities, and there is always more to learn, more to experience, and more to understand. Growth-minded individuals approach life with a sense of curiosity, a willingness to ask questions, to seek answers, and to remain open to new perspectives. They don't assume they have all the answers. Instead, they see each moment as an opportunity to expand their understanding. This openness to learning keeps us adaptable and flexible, able to navigate the ever-changing landscape of life with grace and wisdom. Embracing growth means never settling, never becoming complacent, and always being willing to evolve. At its core, embracing growth is about becoming who we were created to be. It's about recognizing the unique potential within us and committing to the journey of realizing that potential. Growth is not a destination, it's a continuous journey, one that we are invited to walk for as long as we live. Each stage of life brings new opportunities for growth, new ways for us to stretch, learn, and develop. When we embrace this journey, we find that life is richer, fuller, and more meaningful. We stop focusing on where we think we should be and instead celebrate where we are, knowing that each step we take is moving us closer to our true purpose. Finally, embracing growth is an act of love for ourselves and for the world around us. When we grow, we are honoring the gifts, talents, and potential placed within us. We are choosing to live fully, to give fully, and to become the best version of ourselves so that we can contribute to the world in meaningful ways. Growth is a way of saying yes to life, of fully embracing the journey with all its highs and lows, knowing that each experience is part of a grand design. By choosing growth, we align ourselves with the flow of life, becoming a part of something greater than ourselves. Embracing growth is our gift to ourselves and to the world, a reflection of the essence of who we are meant to be, unfolding day by day. Living with a spirit of gratitude is about recognizing the beauty, blessings, and opportunities that surround us every day. Gratitude is more than just saying thank you. It's a profound sense of appreciation for everything that life offers, from the big life-changing events to the simple, often overlooked moments. Gratitude is a perspective, a way of looking at life that allows us to see the good even in the midst of challenges. It's a decision to focus on what we have rather than what we lack, to value the present rather than dwell on what could have been. Living in gratitude changes the way we experience the world. It opens our hearts, lifts our spirits, and brings us closer to the essence of joy and peace. One of the most powerful aspects of gratitude is its ability to shift our mindset. In a world that constantly encourages us to want more, achieve more, and compare ourselves to others, gratitude calls us back to a place of contentment. It reminds us that we are enough, that we have enough, and that there is beauty in the life we're living right now. Practicing gratitude breaks the cycle of dissatisfaction and helps us focus on the positives even in difficult circumstances. By choosing to see life through a lens of gratitude, we cultivate a sense of abundance rather than scarcity, realizing that every moment, every experience is a gift to be cherished. Gratitude doesn't mean ignoring the hard parts of life or pretending that everything is perfect. Instead, it's about finding meaning and lessons within those challenges. It's recognizing that even the tough times have something to teach us, something that contributes to our growth and understanding. When we live with a spirit of gratitude, we begin to see that each obstacle, each hardship, and each setback carries with it a hidden blessing or lesson. This perspective empowers us to navigate life's difficulties with resilience, knowing that there is value even in our struggles. Gratitude transforms pain into strength, challenges into opportunities, and setbacks into stepping stones. It teaches us to trust that everything we experience is part of a greater plan. Living in gratitude also enhances our relationships. When we are grateful, we naturally become more compassionate, understanding, and patient with others. We start to appreciate the people around us, recognizing their contributions to our lives and the unique qualities they bring. Gratitude allows us to see beyond flaws and imperfections, focusing instead on the positive qualities and the goodness within each person. When we express our gratitude to others, we build stronger connections, create an atmosphere of appreciation, and uplift those around us. This expression of gratitude has a ripple effect, inspiring others to be more appreciative and creating a culture of kindness and respect. In a world that often takes people for granted, gratitude is a way of honoring and valuing the people in our lives. Living with gratitude also grounds us in the present moment. In our busy lives, it's easy to get caught up in future goals, past regrets, or daily worries. Gratitude calls us to pause, to take a deep breath, and to be fully present in the here and now. When we focus on what we are grateful for, we become more mindful, more aware of the beauty around us. We notice the little things, the warmth of the sun, the laughter of a friend, the comfort of a quiet evening. Gratitude reminds us that life is happening right now and that there is joy to be found in the simplest of moments. This presence enriches our lives, allowing us to experience each day with a sense of wonder and appreciation. Gratitude is also a powerful source of inner peace and joy. When we live in gratitude, we are less affected by external circumstances. We are less likely to feel discontented, jealous, or resentful because we recognize that we already have so much to be thankful for. Gratitude shifts our focus from what's missing to what's already here. This shift brings a sense of peace, a calm assurance that we are blessed, that life is unfolding just as it should. Living in gratitude allows us to experience joy that isn't dependent on circumstances, a joy that comes from within and radiates outward. Practicing gratitude is a daily choice. It's easy to feel grateful when everything is going well, but true gratitude is about finding something to appreciate even when life is difficult. It's about waking up each day and choosing to focus on the blessings, however small, that fill our lives. This practice doesn't come naturally to everyone. It requires intentionality and commitment. But over time, as we make gratitude a habit, it becomes a part of who we are. We begin to see life through a grateful lens, and that perspective transforms our experiences, our relationships, and our sense of purpose. Living with a spirit of gratitude also brings us closer to the Creator. When we acknowledge our blessings, we are reminded of the source from which they come. Gratitude is a form of reverence, a way of honoring the divine presence in our lives. It's a recognition that we are supported, guided, and provided for in ways that we may not always understand. In gratitude, we find humility, realizing that we are part of something greater than ourselves. This awareness deepens our connection with the Creator, allowing us to live in alignment with a higher purpose and to trust that each blessing, each challenge, and each moment is a part of a divine plan. Ultimately, gratitude is a way of life. It's a choice to embrace each day with open eyes, open hearts, and open hands. It's about living in a way that honors the beauty of life, the strength we find in hardship, and the love that surrounds us. When we live with a spirit of gratitude, we become vessels of light, reflecting hope, joy, and peace to everyone around us. In gratitude, we find the essence of what it means to live fully, to love deeply, and to be at peace with the journey. Gratitude transforms us, and through us, it transforms the world. In conclusion, the collective expression of His essence is as a call to live in a way that honors the unique purpose and divine spark within each of us. It challenges us to recognize that we are not here by accident, but rather as part of a grand design meant to reflect a higher calling, embracing our authentic selves. Contributing to others, pursuing growth, and living with a spirit of gratitude are all ways that we express this essence daily. Each choice we make to be true to ourselves, to lift others up, to learn and grow, and to focus on what we're grateful for brings us closer to the person we were meant to be and illuminates our part in the bigger picture. Our lives are most powerful and impactful when we understand that we are reflections of something greater, that our actions ripple out into the world, affecting others and inspiring change. When we live this way, we find peace, fulfillment, and purpose beyond what the world alone can offer. We become instruments of hope, vessels of compassion, and reflections of a love that transcends us. And so let us commit to living each day as a testament to that higher purpose, embracing the fullness of our journey and honoring the essence within us, knowing that each moment, each encounter, and each act of kindness allows us to shine brighter as part of a greater whole. We live in a world where it's easy to find reasons not to take action, not to push forward, not to reach for more, but excuses only hold us back from the life we're capable of living. Every time we make an excuse, we give away a piece of our power. We allow circumstances to define us, and we keep ourselves from the progress we could be making. Excuses are comfortable, they're familiar, but they're also chains holding us down. Imagine what would happen if we chose to break free from every excuse we've ever made. What if we decided that today is the day we stop blaming our circumstances, our past, or our fears? What if we refuse to give any more power to the things we think are standing in our way? When we eliminate excuses, we start to see that the obstacles in front of us are opportunities in disguise. We realize that setbacks are just setups for comebacks, that every challenge is a chance to grow stronger, and that we have within us the resilience to rise above whatever comes our way. No excuses means taking ownership. It's about recognizing that we are responsible for our own lives, for our own choices, and for the direction we're heading. It's about deciding that no matter what, we will find a way to succeed, to grow, to make an impact. This mindset doesn't mean that life will always be easy, but it does mean that we're done letting excuses be the reason we don't try. When we own our journey, we start to realize the power we hold to shape our future, to break free from limitations, and to become the person we're meant to be. No excuses means commitment, persistence, and resilience. It's the decision to keep going even when it's hard, to keep believing even when it's tough, and to keep striving even when the world says it's impossible. It's a mindset that says, I am more than my circumstances and I refuse to be defined by anything less than my best. When we remove excuses, we make space for growth, for courage, for strength, and for a life that's truly meaningful. So today, let's decide no more excuses, no more holding back, no more settling for anything less than we're capable of. Let's live with purpose, with passion, and with the unwavering belief that we have what it takes to overcome anything in our way.
and full of energy or will win in the morning. You lay the foundations, power to create it the day you want to, steps you can take to make every morning your lunch paid for greatness is started. Every great day starts with a strong morning. In the moment you wake up, you the rest of your day will you lie in bed, you embrace the morning and take charge, establishing a routine that energies in consequence choices that start service as a foundation for you your day, and think of it as your plan takes with purpose. You act achieve creating your reality. This is a power media shift will clarity and determinations. But consistently is established a routine is not just about